The next chapter is Muqasamatul Jad. Muqasamatul Jad mean distribution of inheritance or estate among the grandfather and the brothers and sisters of the deceased. As a preface, we will say that we mentioned before in Ashabul Furuz are sharers, that grandfather is a sharer in Sharia. Like father. Means the father is dead, but grandfather is alive. So now he is called father as well, as Holy Quran says regarding Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, وَاتَّبَعْتُ مِلَّةَ آبَاءِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْمَاعِيلَ وَإِسْحَاقَ. That I followed the deen of my fathers. So he mentioned Ibrahim, Ismail and Ishaq. So Ishaq was not his father, he was his grandfather. Ismail was the brother of his grandfather, and Ibrahim was his great-grandfather, but he called them fathers. Got it? So now the word father is there in Quran regarding inheritance. So that's why when the father is dead and the grandfather is alive, so he takes the place of father as far as distribution of estate is concerned. So he is sharer basically, and a residue, but with a few exceptions. Where situation of father and grandfather differ from one another. But the important situation is when the deceased left behind his grandfather and his brothers and sisters, full or half? Full brothers and sisters? Or half, but half from father's side. Now, as we mentioned, that they have or they differ from one another, the father and grandfather, in certain situations. So here, if the father would have been alive and the deceased had brothers and sisters also, full or half, so because the father is there, they are related to one another through their father. So the existence of father deprived the brothers and sisters. That is unanimously agreed upon. No difference. But what if in the place of father the grandfather is alive and the brothers and sisters are there? This is the situation. So in this regard, there are 2 points of view. 2 points of view. Number 1, Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi said that grandfather is totally like father. So like father, the grandfather also deprives the brothers and sisters to take any share in the estate. And the mazhab of Imam rahmatullahi alayhi is based upon the saying of Abu Bakr, Ibn Abbas, Ibn Umar, Ibn Zubair, Ubay ibn Ka'b, Huzaifa, Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Muaz ibn Jabal, Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, and Aisha radiyallahu anhum. And from Tabi'een, that is the mazhab of Hasan al-Basri and Imam Muhammad ibn Sirin. And they say, as we mentioned, that the title Ab means father. Title Ab means father. That includes grandfather, and that is mentioned there in Quran and Sunnah, as I mentioned the story of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. And in this regard, Sayyidina Umar has his saying that my grandson is called my son. He is my son. But I could not be called his father, I am his grandfather. Got it? Right. So it means he deferred the title of grandfather from the father. Ibn Abbas said, Zayd ibn Sabit does not fear Allah, calling son of son as a son. That's how they differ one another. But does not call father of father as father. Got it? Yes. He calls son of son, but does not call father of father. He said if he does the first one, he should do the second one as well. And in Hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, give obligatory shares to the deserving people. Obligatory shares which is mentioned in Quran or in Hadith. To whom? To the deserving people. And whatever remained, that is for the most deserving male. That's for the most deserving male. Now this is Hadith. So they explained it that grandfather is the most deserving than the brothers. Got it? He is the most deserving than the brothers. Also, in chapter of Asabat, fatherhood we mentioned that fatherhood relation is prior to brotherhood. In Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and look, this is the practice in this world as well. Look at me. That if your son and father both are in danger, so by nature you will run to your son first. But if your father and brother both are in danger, so for sure you will run to your father first. Is that so?
Yes.
And Allah says, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ. That on the day of judgment, when a person will be running away from his father, because in situation of difficulty, firstly the person take rid of his brother or get rid of his brother. Then if situation is furthermore tough, so then he takes rid of his father and mother. And if that is too more tough, so then he takes rid of his honey and children. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that regarding Qiyamah in the same way. Yes?
Yes.
That's why, now look, if you are earning a lot, yes, so you are taking care of your kids, your wife, your mother, your father, your brothers, and your sisters. If you are not earning that much, so first you disconnect yourself in this regard from your brothers and sisters. Got it? If too more little, so then you get rid of your father and mother. Got it? But honey and kids. Yes. Here in America, you can get rid of your kids, but not of your honey, because she is waiting for paycheck. Yes. By weekly, she knows what the day is. Got it?
Good.
Or not? So anyhow, Allah mentioned it in that way, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ. So anyhow, fatherhood relation is prior to brotherhood, and the grandfather is father. That is the opinion of Imam Abu Hanifa. Now the second opinion is that of Jumhur. Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and our two Imams as well, Qazi Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, rahimahullah. So altogether 5 Imams. They say that the grandfather does not prevent the brothers and sisters to take a share in the estate. Rather, he enjoins them. And this enjoining is called a muqasama, which we wrote there, muqasamatul jad. And this is based on the saying of number 1, Ali, number 2, Ibn Mas'ud, Zayd ibn Sabit. They have based their mazhab upon that the brothers and sisters, they inherit because Holy Quran called them heirs. So they could not be deprived to inherit. Yes, if Quran is depriving them or Sunnah is depriving them or ijma of jurists deprived them, then that's another case. But as long as these three things are not there, so deprivation will not take place. Number 2, they reasoned another reason. Their grandfather, look at me. This is the grandson who passed away. He left behind the estate and the property. Here is father, and here is grandfather. You got it? This grandson is related to father through his father. Got it? And he is related to brothers and sisters through that same father. Got it? So they say their level is one and the same. So that's why one of them, who is the grandfather, cannot deprive the brothers and sisters. So now what will be the rule? For tonight that is enough. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. يا الله.